Where were we? Let's see. Mic is working. Wind is blowing like crazy. Okay, so we got shadow distance. What was that? Shadow types. Let's do shadow resolution and shadow cascades. So once again, we're gonna go down here and let's shadow quality. I kind of don't like these all grouped all over the place. Shadow distance. What else do we got? Crosshair transparency we added in yesterday up here. Fog and UI scale are up there. I don't have anything setting this one up, do I? Think we should. Shadows we got rid of. This one we want to do anisotropic. And okay, so now I want to add shadow quality. No, what is it? Shadow resolution. So first we're going to do this. Is that going to recompile? It is. Unfortunately, I'll let that go while I work on this. So we're going to add another one called shadow resolution. And we're going to need to make another new button. And shadow res left. I think this is another one of these switches. I just saved again, dang it. I'll let it recompile once more. It's a habit. I hit Control S constantly. Let's see, quality settings would actually show me, won't it? Quality settings dot shadow resolution equals low, medium, high, very high. Okay, so 4 settings. Let's get that started in here. Hi, kitty. Shadow resolution equals 3 is the max, and we'll actually start at 2, I think. And then we need to add that to here as well for saving and loading. Shadow resolution. And anywhere we're saving shadow quality, we also want to save shadow resolution. Like so, and like so. I'll put it down here. Shadow res, and we are going to do something similar to this. I think I'll change those to else's, and we're going to want one more. 3 is the max, 2, And this is going to be shadow resolution once again. And this is going to change to shadow resolution very high, high, medium, and low. Cool. That's saving and loading. That's good. So now up here we're gonna do the same thing. I don't mind doing those inline, honestly. Just to clean things up a little bit. I know some of your programming teachers might yell at you for that, but I like to keep things compact. In my opinion, that's more readable. So we're doing, again, shadow resolution here. My phone just buzzed. Yep, that looks good, right? Were these not? Did I miss something there? Yeah, these aren't right. Shadow resolution. Good catch there. Shadow resolution, shadow res left, shadow res right. Now we need to make the methods. And this actually is not what we want to do here. We want to do switches. And this is very high, high, medium, and low. So now we need these guys. Public void shadow res left. If shadow resolution is equal to 3, we're going to change it to 2, and we're going to set shadow resolution to be height, and we'll change it again to be shadow res left high. And I don't think I changed that up here. Let's double check. Shadow res left. We will be adding that shortly. Shadow res left. 3 goes down to 2. Else, if it's what? 2 goes down to 1, and otherwise we're at 1 or 0, so we're going to go down to 0. And that means game, which one did I copy there? Game settings, yeah, you're doing it right. Why does this look, I don't know, I got turned around there a little bit. 3, 2, 1, medium, medium, this is this stuff going down to 0, low, and low. Yep. Now we just need our right button version of that. And in this case, we're going to go from 0 to 1, which will put us at medium. We're going to go from 1 to 2, which will set us at high. I have a hard time coding while listening to anything involving words. I tend to listen to techno. I have a hard time coding with my cats, too. Too many kitties. What's the matter? Well, I haven't petted you in 7 minutes. Meow. Why don't you just come sit on my lap and be quiet? This is going to be very high. Oh. Um, 0, 1, 1, 2. This is 3. Okay, that should be enough for resolution. Let's do cascades. Gonna need another enumerator type. Shadow cask left, shadow cask right. I feel like I did not shadow res left. Shadow, this should be, no, that's right, okay. Shadow cask left this time around. And I'll get to that in just a second. Shadow cask right. We'll change these as well. And set these up first. I think there's only 3 settings. Yeah, it's 2D specific. It's probably maybe easier to use. I just know so much about Unity in and out that I'm not interested in going anywhere else. Shadow cascades. 2 split. 4 split. This is gonna error and end compilation early for me, which is just fine. Project settings, let's look at that. No cascades, 2 cascades. This is the split, I believe. 4 cascades. There's 3 splits there. How does all of that get incorporated into these? Number of cascades to use for direction, light, shadows. 2 split is a float. 4 split is a vector 3. Interesting. So it's 3 floats. Okay. I'm going to assume that's 0 to 1, but we'll look that up to be sure. Shadow cascades equals, what was this, an int? So let's see, if we're going, okay, we'll go ahead and set this up. Shadow resolution, shadow cascades equals 2 being the max. Yeah, I'll go ahead and program that in my head rather than going 2 and 4. Shadow cascades equals 2. Shadow cascades, shadow cascades, and we're gonna have to do some stuff here. Let's see. Shadow cascades, shadow cascades. Let's see. 2, 1, and 0. Might as well make those actually else. Just to make sure something is getting set, even though something, the engine will always have some setting regardless. But shadow cascades, so I can't do this inline. Shadow cascades is going to be 2, and then quality settings dot shadow cascade 4 split. I don't know if it was for a 4 cascade setup. Okay, so this is an int, right? So I'm gonna, it's either 2 or 4, I guess, huh? For the engine. And I don't know those values just yet, but I will look them up. Failing that, we're going to be doing 2, and this guy is going to be using the 2 split, which I believe was at 0.33f. Let's look up the defaults. Oops. Unity shadow cascade splits. Yeah, that's not useful. Shadow cascade split script. I mean, where's the scripting API, please? Can I just look up split? Shadow cling model. That was a lot more than I was expecting. Cascade split. Let's see if it's gonna give me. Nope. That's the exact same thing as written inside there. That's silly. They wouldn't give an example. Somebody on the forums probably has, though. Let's see. Resolution from script. Who worked out the numbers? Pretty sure. It's going to be 0 to 1. Come on. Way too many posts for this subject. And did not actually include what I was looking for anyway. Alright, let's just look at it ourselves. When I load, I'm just going to do a debug right here. .log quality settings .shadow 4 split .toString, and we'll go ahead and do the 2 split as well. I'll put that above it, in fact, and that will just give us else. What is this? The default values to look at and compare to. Otherwise, we're going to be at 0, and then we don't need to set anything. I just want to mimic the values. This is going to break, so I'm just going to turn it off for a second. That should fix that, and we should be able to compile and play and get that debug to print out so we know what we're doing. There it is. Yeah, 0.33, 0.1, 0.2, 0.5. All right. So when we load, I want to set that up. What was it again? Point 1, 0.2, 0.5. Jolly good. And we don't need the debugs anymore. And let's take that over into here. That's fine. No, it's not set up yet, but this is what we're looking for, and actually don't. Shadow res left. Here we go. Shadow cascade left. Did I set this up at all? Shadow cascades equals 4 quality settings dot shadow cascade 4 split equals new vector 3 0.1 0.2 f. We need an f there, 0.5 f. Cascades, if it was at, we're going left. That's going to be used down here eventually. For this one, we want 2 split at 0.333. 2 shadow cascades is what we're dealing with. And we're going from 2 to 1, otherwise it's 1 to 0. One, two, two. Mm-hmm. Zero, and that doesn't matter. And 0. If we're going right, we're going to go from 0 to 1. Otherwise, we're going to go up to shadow cascades equals 2, which for the engine is 4. And that's where our this guy comes in. And 4. Did I miss anything? Don't think so. We'll try it out in a moment. This is not correct. Shadow cascades. Those are correct. Shadow cask left, left, right, right. Shadow cascades. These are incorrect. There is no 3. 2, 1, or 0, which is going to be 4, 2, and 0. Cool. Now what do we have? Types, resolutions, and cascades. Let's do texture quality. And let's put it above anisotropic filtering. I want to add a switch. This goes full, half, quarter, 8. So we're going to want some more of these. Texture res left, texture res right. And texture resolutions. Texture res left. Texture res right. Game settings. Now this is just kind of me plugging away, but that's how it goes sometimes. Good thing I'm a quick typer. Anisotropic. I'd like to put it down here. Let's see, how do we want to do this? 0, let's see, 4 is full, 0 is 8th. So public static int texture resolution equals by default 3. And we're going to want to be saving and loading that as well. Where's my anisotropic here? Is he not saving? Look at that. That's no good. Public int texture resolution equals 3. Public bool anisotropic equals true. And we want to put those beneath UI scale. Texture resolution equals game settings dot texture res. Anisotropic equals game settings dot anisotropic. And once more, game settings when we're loading. Texture res is going to be the save data holder dot settings data holder, I believe it is actually. Texture resolution. And we also want Annie and Annie to load. And when you do load those, I'm going to go ahead and set them right here. I'm not going to set texture resolution right here actually. Quality settings dot anisotropic filtering equals game settings dot anisotropic. Let's go to the start menu, because this stuff gets messed up if you churn the stuff down too far right here. Quality settings dot texture resolution. Is it render settings dot texture? Where is it? Quality settings, render settings. Unity texture resolution settings. Quality texture import settings. What do they call it? Texture quality. So it's not resolution. But I didn't see quality settings dot texture limit. That's not what we want. Texture quality. Master texture limit. I guess that is it there, huh? Default is 0, 1, 2, 3. In the start menu, we want that to be 0. When we load the settings UI in game, however, I'm going to set that manually here so it doesn't change the start menu, because I don't want it messing with the textures in there. Texture quality, video scroll rec, we set that up, good. Texture resolution. Texture res left. Dot text equals, let's see, full. There's actually 3 or 4. 3, 2, 1. This is full. This is half. This is quarter. And this is eighth. Did I spell that right? There's an H. I thought that didn't look right. Eighth. Good old English. Yeah, that's 8. E-I-G-H-T. Texture resolution, half, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And when I do that here, I suppose I should set these backwards, shouldn't I? 0, 1, 2, and 3. Which is fine. Over here we've set, nope, yeah, we want that to be 0 by default. Same with you, 0 by default. Start menu setting it to 0. Down here, we're going to set shadow, nope, texture resolution to and this is left. So if we are at 0, 1, 2, 3, no, actually we want that to go worse, right? So let's say if we're at 0, Left in this case is actually going to go up. Game settings texture resolution is going to go up to 1. Master texture limit is going to go up to 1. Not doing that. And texture res left dot text is going to go up to half. If we're already at 1, we're going to go up to 2, which is going to be quarter. Otherwise, we're going to go all the way up to 3, which is eighth, which is technically going down as we go left. And then we're just going to reverse that. Something feels funky. If we're at 3, we're going to go down to 2, 2 and quarter. If we're at 2, we're going to go down to 1, 1 and half. Otherwise, we're going to go to 0, which is full. Why does something feel funky? Texture resolution left, texture resolution right. Just make sure these are all correct. If we're at 0, we're at full, half, quarter, eighth. I think that is all correct. Something feels odd. Shadow distance we set up, types, resolutions, cascade, quality. All is well. Let's just try it out and see. I'd like to add presets, you know. That's just Unity. Gets mad when I switch to full screen and it's really lagging funky there. Shadow quality, hard only. We already checked this. That works fine. Resolution, medium, low. Cool. High, very high. I don't think we need that. Don't like medium as much. Cascades, 2. Yeah, that's definitely different. So, looks like it's all working. Where did texture quality? Oh, it's up here. Okay, full, half. Let's go down to eighth and look around a little bit. This stuff should all be set up not to MIP map. But like some of this stuff should. Yeah, see how the stone looks worse. Yeah, that's very noticeable. Half and full. Cool. So that looks fine. I'll leave mine at half, I think. I wonder if that affects speed trees at all. It probably doesn't. Let's take a peek. Oh, it looks like it does. gotta go way down though. Or they're just already... did that go eighth, quarter, half, full? Yeah, okay. That all looks good. So let's move on. Watering can errors. I just want to peek at charge not stunning real quick. Let's see. I got a message here. Like I say, it would be nice to get, you know, a drop down for quality level fast, good, fantastic, rather than having people try to set those up manually. So they can just call this and it will apply the correct settings. Texture streaming. And we can just do a 4 switch and have custom be, if you change anything, the title just switches to custom. I would like to do that. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. I think if I call that though, Unity will just... yeah, set quality level, the list of quality levels, graph quality level, apply expensive changes, anti-aliasing, etc. I'm just wondering if I call that and tell it to set it to fast, it's going to set all of these up for me, right? Then I would just need to refresh the text boxes. like calling this right here. Should do that when this loads down here. What was it? Crosshair transparency? No, what was the last one? Shadow distance. Shadow distance. Are we not setting that? Yeah, I'm not going to add that in just yet, because that would cause some different some things to kind of step on one another's feet. Alright, let's look at charge not stunning. Charge is a special skill, I believe. Dashing strike. Hey kitty, you've been sleeping all day. You woke up, huh? Time for your pets. Main hand, local plier. What is all of that? That's not enough, is it? How about... I don't even have a... No, I do. Hi! What are you doing, kitty? You're toasty in the sunlight there, huh? It's windy out. Yeah. Your forehead's looking a little better. Dry skin kitty. Does dashing strike stun time go up with levels? I don't use this anymore, do I? It's all down in here. Let's take a peek just to be sure. And let's write down, well, kitty's on my hand. I'll hold off on writing for just a minute, because he's a good kitty. Let's see. Not prefabs, resources, skill templates, Squire, dashing strike. Stun duration. Am I not? Maybe I am applying it. Skill template attack. And I just don't even know it. Engage. Me. Stun duration. Target, stun entity, stun duration. Yeah, I think it is. It's just, get stun chance. I don't think it's got that. Stun chance per level. No. So yeah, I just needed to put this in there, huh? It was not set up properly. So we don't need to change that, actually. Targets. That's just what happens. It gets fed a list of targets. It should only be using one. Stun chance. Base stun chance per level. Okay, we need to set that to 100 as well. Start core team, custom action engage, final stun duration. Well, that's what the custom action there is dashing strike. Is he not? He is being fed that, but he's not using it. So no, yeah, we just needed to be doing that. Targets 0 stun entity stun duration. That should do it. And we'll give it a try. Yeah, I'll leave that there for now. Let's also add, or just double check, monster AI, for example, which everything else is built on top of. And we've got our stun timer. If the stun timer is greater than 0, we're not allowed to go beyond that. So the AI can't do anything. And yep, that should be fine. I don't need to check that. I don't need that either. Let's just load it up and give it a try. It's a tricky skill, I know. I love dashing abilities in games though. The only way I could really improve this is to make the player temporarily latch on to the nav mesh and then use that to dash over to them. I think right now it just adds force, which is kind of stupid, but it also kind of works. So charge, dashing strike, and attacks. Whoops. Dashing strike does not stun. Sorry about that. 100% chance to stun for 3 seconds. Okay, hold on a sec. I was doing the wrong one. And I didn't set it to 100 anyway. It's got a 0% chance to stun for 3 seconds. So that would in fact be 0. Charge has a 100% chance to stun for 3 seconds. Okay, that looks good, but once again, this is not where we want that. We wanted it under charge. Where is it just using? I can't quite see it. It's right there. It's probably just reusing dashing strike, but with, yeah, it is. Okay, so now we do need that. We just need to do, let's see. I mean, doesn't really matter. Stun entity for 0. it's just gonna get 0 and it's not gonna do anything. It's not, that's fine. We'll test it. 100% chance for 3 seconds or 0% chance for 0 seconds. So they'll both be sending the stun command, but one of them will just be ignored. So we'll try both. Dashing strike and charge. Toast kitty. Yeah, that's fun. Of course, I'm killing them in one shot, so no way for me to tell if they're getting stunned, but they are. Come on. Let me see. I just got random, really strong equipment. I guess my weapon, yeah, I was doing the tutorial earlier today and I put on a stone club. So I should be able to go out to like tier 20 or something and I'd like to avoid, there's lots of stuff in the mountains. Swamp's always just hard to see stuff. Let's see. I think swamp grass isn't working, but it's not a big deal at the moment. Okay, that worked. What about stun charge though? Well, it didn't stop his movement. I think that's probably who's it's talking about. That looked like he was stunned there. Pretty good though. Let's just... What was that? Come on. That's the problem with stun. Some of these. Alright, I stunned the wolf there, I believe. Let's take a peek. He's stuck looking behind me. I'm gonna have to go into debug mode to look at his monster AI stun timer. Where is it? Stun timer. Yeah, he's at 1 second still. Cool. Not sure what you mean by actual game. Like... How do you search for... under $1? Like this is... This doesn't have adult content, does it? This is somebody's game for $1. And they've got health and bosses and, you know, I mean, I've never seen this game. I don't know what it is, but they've only got 2 user reviews. You know, maybe made $100, $200 with a lot of work. That's all I'm trying to say. How do I stop this music? Where's that coming from? Thank you. You know, if you just want to put a game out there for experience, then there's no one to judge that. You know, I mean, you can show it to people and get tips. But if you're trying to actually make money off of something, then I would say no. That's quite a ways away from something people are actually going to see and download on, you know, Google App Store or Steam or whatever. And you have to pay $100 just to get onto Steam. So, you know, if you don't sell at least $100, then, and of course Steam takes 30% of that. So if you don't sell at least $140 or whatever, you know, and then you're actually losing money. But you know, you can ask yourself that question: would I pay $1? Would you pay $1 for that? Would you go? How would you find that? How would you come across that? If it was someone in Bulgaria made a game like that, and there's hundreds of thousands of games like that, how would you ever find that? And how would you decide to buy it? What would make you decide to buy it? Because that's what millions of people are doing every day, looking for games, deciding if they want to buy it or not. You totally can make that into a game, but you know, not in the stage that it's in at all, I don't think. No offense. You'd have to grow quite a bit on top of that. This was in fact not stunning it though. Fixed charge not stunning mobs. And I think really what the biggest problem with this is well, then it just comes down to your definition of an actual game. You know, does it have to be, what does that mean? Because it's already a game, you know, by the raw definition. But I'm sure you can think of 20 or 30 different ways to improve on it, you know. Levels, items, weapons, monsters. So there's, if you're doing it to learn, there's lots of stuff. And if you're really doing it for fun, you know, it could be I spent like 5 years just doing it for fun before I really got into actually trying to develop something. There's lots to learn. I think the only real people that make it in game dev are people that really enjoy it, because you have to do it a lot, you know. So if you think it's fun, just keep at it and you'll get better and better and better and better. I was going to say, I think that the biggest problem with this stun is it doesn't stop a animal, for example, that's already moving. Generate self, update, so let's see, freeze timer. If target is not null, attacking, returning, has path. Let's see, I better look at animal AI. This is the passive animal that I just hit a minute ago. It was a doe, I believe. If stun timer is greater than 0, we need to not be doing any of that. And we need to, else if running and vector 3 position, we need to get a new destination if we're still running, which is what we want to do. So we want to just set when we take on a new stun, which is being overridden. It's fair. Let's say if let's just do what if agent does not equal null. Let's do agent dot reset path clears the current path, so they'll stop where they are, and this will keep them from finding a new destination. And destination is being measured against the transform position. So I'll go ahead and set it directly to where it is. Destination equals transform dot position, so that will then assume it needs to find a new spot, which is good for animals that are overriding that. What about animals that are not overriding that? These are offensive animals. They're relying on the default behavior defined in monster AI, which is going to need to be changed. Similarly, I think that was an acceptable approach. If the agent is not null, reset the path and set the destination to current position. If we're stunned, we're not going to... I kind of don't like this. Stacking on top of one another. If stun timer is greater than 0 or freeze timer is greater than 0, then you can return. And let's see. You said yesterday you made that for your friend Goose Studios, didn't you? Or the day before, or the day before? I guess we're not. Set destination. I need to be looking at this. This is just all I'm trying to figure out right now. Destination, vector approximate. No, that's not it. We're not returning. If we are returning, yada yada yada. That's not it. Late update, wander is fine. Chase, this is what we want. But that's just set destination. So this isn't going to be called unless chase timer goes off. Which is up here. Chase timer. Let's see, what is this? Target is not null. Transform.target position if distance dot melee range agent over the path. Else if not attacking and return to spawn. I think we need to add distance is not going to be less than melee range. I mean, maybe it is if the player's there, but we can't assume that. And then if we are not attacking, which we aren't, I'm just envisioning that you can stun a mob and then back away from them, and they're going to get into this point in the AI where they're not actually trying to path towards you, because I reset the path. Destination equals transformed opposition. So if we make it down here, target does not equal null. The distance is not, it's not that, otherwise chase is going to get called. And this is going to set destination. I guess that's fine. We can give it a try. We paused? No. It's a little bright in here. Still got those saved. Let's go back out and just double check. Where did I go? Mountains. So I want to stun a monster I'm already engaged with and then back off. Like this. And yeah, that's fine. He knows what he's doing. Okay. It's good, it's good. Yep. Next. Alright, this is rough here. Watering can errors, dupes, filling ocean errors, fill at well creates a new can. I need to go and check this stuff out firsthand. Not sure I even have a watering can. Yes I do. It's currently got some water in it. Should not let me do that. Should not let me do that. Shouldn't let me do that. But I can drink it if I want to. I drank too much. Transfer all to container. No, these are globes of water. That's actual water. Well, is working fine, right? Fill. Nope, there's an exception. No slots provided to check. Well, shoot. Can close these guys. Container. Linked container slot type. Oh, the big giddy. Get inventory slot. Linked container slot type. I mean... this just needs to be inventory, right? No, it could be equipment, couldn't it? Linked container slot type. So this is probably what's not going down properly here. Linked container slot type. And who sends that? Server update container. No, that's not what I meant. Update container. Let's add the parentheses so we get the right one. Empty clicked, update container. Fill clicked. Yeah, this is the one, fill clicked. Slot type. If that was null, it would return. If the item was null, it would return. So it knows it's there. It's probably finding this properly. We didn't get the... yeah, we got no slots provided to check. So update container slot number is not enough, is it? Well, we got the linked slot type. So we're not updating the current linked... I hate this stuff. Linked container slot type is what we're looking for. Who is just a public variable up there that gets set when we open the container like this. So he's just not getting set up properly somehow. Let's see, player inventory. I think I'm still in debug mode, even though I think that's public. Linked container slot type is null. Right clicking sets it up. Okay, so just clicking on it does not set it up is what the problem is. You click on it, but you go ahead to click open. Okay, so fill and empty is probably not going to work either. Fill and empty need to double check who the inventory is currently looking at, which is basically the item details UI, not necessarily this stuff, and that's going to be getting called from somewhere. I believe, yeah, the item details UI. So this is where this stuff all originates. Hi, kitty. Fill clicked, current inventory slot type, current item slot type. Empty clicked, current inventory slot type, current item slot. Just purr right into the mic there. Good kitty. You're just not making proper use of that, it looks like. Fill clicked, player inventory, fill clicked. This is, yeah, current inventory slot, fill clicked and empty clicked. These are the two I want to deal with. We just need to say, like you could even open one and then be clicking on another one and telling it to I mean, we've got the whole thing being passed here, slot type, slot number. We just need to not use the linked facility, who's it? Update container, slot type, slot number. We just need to pass linked out of the equation. Slot type, slot number, update container, byte slot type, slot container. Man, it's bright in here. Slot type, slot number, empty clicked. Where was fill clicked? Empty clicked. Slot type, slot number. Update, here it is. Fill clicked, slot type, slot number. These are already being passed as bytes, so that's good. Now we just need to go down to them and not use that anymore, but use slot type cast as a inventory slot types, I believe. And wasn't there somewhere else there that was being used? Nope, just there. Update container. Yeah. Update container slots. Probably gonna want this to be using that too, huh? Byte slot type container slot, and we want to use slot type there. And where else do we need that? Linked container number, command get seeds. No, I don't think we do need that for container slots. This guy's also making use of that. Worried I'm gonna break something here. Like my eyes in this sunshine. It's just like 2 minutes from going behind that house. I can just give this a try, but let me double check the calls that get sent here. Change slots. This doesn't actually get called during any of fill container. It does. Update container slots, changed container slots, linked container number, command fill container. Linked container number. How about we just do command fill container. Container equals get current container, which does not work. No, that works. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. That's not what we're talking about here, sorry. Fill clicked. Man, I need to rename these. I've kind of lost track of what I was worried about. I better give it a test. I need to go shut these windows though. So sorry, little kitty. Sitting on my lap. It's just too bright. I'll put you with your brother. Whoops. You guys are being silly. I played Monopoly like a month ago. Was not as fun as I remembered it as a kid. So that is working now. I'm just worried that I broke something else. Let's do a fill and you're open, and then I want to do an empty and open. I need to check, I guess this is what I'm talking about. No, it seems to work fine though. Like you can have that open and then click fill, and then open, and then open, and then empty, and then open. Yeah, okay. Looks like it's working fine. Someone else said there was an error filling near the ocean, and they were getting duplicate. Watering cans were duplicating for them. I don't know what that's about, but we'll go check it out. Let's see, I'm just gonna turn my speed hacks on. They're not speed hacks, it's just a dev command for testing. Random foundation there. Probably still have some boats out here. Yes, I do. So if I stand in the water just a little bit and I do, there's some water in it, and I do fill, it fills up just fine. If I click on it, I do empty, it works just fine. Let's double check when it is equipped. Can I still do that? Fill, empty, work. Oh, look at that, I just got a bucket. Didn't it just spawn an extra bucket there? Where did that come from? I got another bucket. That's weird. I'm gonna guess that this slot number is this slot number right here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19. This would be 29, so 28, 27 in player inventory is watering can slot. So it's improperly passing. What's it doing? When's it doing it? When I click fill? How about empty? Doesn't matter which I click probably. Drop. Fill. Yeah, either fill or empty are duplicating. Fill clicked. I really just want to rename this to fluid container fill clicked, and command fluid container fill clicked, and there's also an empty fluid container anyway. Just so we know we're not talking about bags here. Command, let's see. fluid container empty clicked inventory slot equals get inventory slot reference. Update container slot type slot number. Didn't we have a debug going out for that? Must have turned it off. Debug dot, this is on empty, slot type. Didn't I add one up here? I guess not. Slot type, that's enough. Gonna get inventory slot reference. And then you're gonna tell it to update container using slot type, slot number. Not item type, slot type. Target set container. Container slot? What? Slot type? Yeah, you're not passing that properly. Target set container. We need to have a slot type here too. Did I get those backwards? Slot type, container slot. Okay, slot type, container slot. Yeah, you can't just assume that that's an inventory slot. Container equals null. We need to be doing inventory slot equals get inventory slot reference using inventory slot types, slot type, and container slot. If container equals null, we want to do slot. Slot, and once again, that should fix that. Target set container. Let's see, fixed. Watering cans throwing errors when filling or emptying them without opening them first. And we're in the process of fixing equipped watering cans duplicating into the inventory when emptied or filled. Take it easy, goose. Slash stop nut. So the problem was when equipped looks good. Hi, White Dragon, what's happening? It should be the same down at the water. I'm just going to double check. Because why not? You never know. I should probably just set up a Solace out here, but whatever. Fill, empty, it's working fine. Good. So yeah, we fixed, did I write that down? Fixed equipped watering cans duplicating into the inventory when emptied or filled. And voila. So we're done with that. Cancel. Spam me in Discord? Really? What? Oh. I don't see why SC couldn't work in VR. I got a buddy that's super into VR. And so his computer is just bleeding edge. Like everything is max spec. I'm sure he could run Solace Crafting in like lower settings at like 100 frames per second. And yeah, I think that would be really cool in VR. Like if you could actually see the distance, because you can't tell on the screen, you know, you look at a mountain and you're like, that looks pretty close, and then you start trying to walk towards it, and you don't get any closer to it. I stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook all at once. I don't know if that's maybe not the best thing to do. Maybe I should just focus on Twitch, because like YouTube, you have to get like 10,000 subscribers, and like I think that's what it is, 10,000 subscribers and some other numbers before they unlock any sort of monetization stuff for you. With Twitch, I've already completed like 5 out of 6 steps. The only thing left I have to do is get an average viewer count of 3. But since I stream in like the middle of the night like this, like for me it's the middle of the day, but for like America and English speakers, it's like the middle of the night. I usually have a couple hours where I've only got like 0 to 1 viewers, so. But that's all I have to do to get Twitch monetization to turn on. But like you guys are both here watching me from YouTube. I don't know. I guess that's not really like the main goal. Anyway, I'm just really enjoying the motivation that people stopping by to see me working brings. But it would be nice if that stuff were available, you know. I did fix bags, I did fix watering cans. I'm still not actually sure if this has been fixed or not. I haven't gotten any new reports of this still not working. Yeah, you know, and I could put myself in the background and get my dad to put me in the background or something and get the numbers up. It's only 3, I think it's 3 viewers on average or something I need, so I could get that pretty easy, and that'd be cool if you're willing to help do that. I just kind of don't really want to cheat my way into it personally, but it wouldn't be hard to. Yeah, it would, and it unlocks like what are they called? Emojis, you know, the little caricatures and different things and this and that. So it's kind of like the first step of being recognized as an actual streamer. So it would be cool. I was gonna take a break here now that it's 3. Let's see what we got. Some new things. Did this guy report? No, that was me. How come this says... Yeah, that was just me yesterday. I don't think he's gonna come back. I'll have to try that though. Add to area spawn. After I teleported, I got this exception about dungeon. Dungeon creator 2 dot start. Windows multiplayer. Well, I'll check this out. That's on beta. Exception about dungeon. Dungeon creator 2 dot start. Wait a second. There shouldn't be... Dungeon creator 2. Is that vertical dungeon? Dungeon creator 2 dot start. Add area to spawn structure.game object. What's the problem with that? Structure.game object. It's weird. Not sure what would cause that. Keep an eye on it though. I'm gonna take a little break though. Honestly, I was thinking about maybe ending the stream here. But now that White Dragon's here, I'm inclined to come back. It is a little weird streaming to these different places at once. I don't know how I can see. Yeah, like you know, I'm using software to stream a bunch of places at once, so I can't actually interact with chat directly because there's the 3 different chats that I'm looking at. I should probably keep them all open though. I haven't had to moderate anybody or anything like that yet, but that would only be possible if I had all the chats open. Which I kind of don't even know how to do with Facebook. There's this videos tab that, oh, here we go, live. Oh, there, yeah, I can see myself. But those are just comments, huh? It's not actually chat for Facebook. I wonder if I pause YouTube while I'm watching it, if it pauses chat. Probably not. I don't know. And then what else is there? There's Twitch too. Lots of stuff to do. Oh, jeez. It's a hilarious front page for Twitch right now. I know that the streaming chat thing here. Oops, no, don't play myself. It doesn't show the assy spam that some people put out, you know, like we've all seen on popular streamer streams, or they just spam out tons of stuff. It ignored all of that on this multi-stream. It was kind of interesting. There's a Twitch tab. I guess I just wish there was a YouTube tab, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, gracias. You guys still awake, or you talking about tomorrow? You must be West Coast? Is it? No, that must be East Coast, huh? Or Mountain Time, maybe? I guess it's still only 10:15 and on the West Coast. It's not too bad. I've got some comments on YouTube. It's just stuff all over the place anymore. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream here for today. I've got some thinking to do on getting ready for adding a bunch of new recipes in. Primarily the math of it all. But when I update the system to the new math, it's just going to be it's just going to be based off of the current math. I'm not going to have to go in and like rewrite all of the recipes and items or anything like that. They're all already just based off of central methods, you know, centralized math. And I'm just going to be changing the centralized math and how it's used in the future. So it is alright if I go ahead and I add new stuff. I want to get like breathing potions and a bunch of new enchants and stuff in. But yeah, I need to do some design time, which I don't get enough time to do. Not necessarily working in Unity or programming. And that's, yeah, you said midnight, yeah. Yeah, for me it's 3:15 p.m. right now. So I've been streaming since 9 a.m. today. So I've been streaming 6 hours now, outside of lunch. And I'm supposed to stream from like 8 to 5, but kind of wasn't feeling good yesterday. Got up a little late, and then actually my cats got into some cleaning supplies this morning. I had to clean up. Yeah. No, hoping to get those out soon though. People do like to comment on some of the skills that they want to see too. I know what you mean though. You click on it and it says it's not implemented yet though. Yeah, I'm gonna patch what I've got for today though. It's a good bit of new stuff. And that's going to take a good hour plus to do all of that. And then I've got some thinking and planning to do for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream off here. Thank you for stopping by, though. Chimarine or White Dragon, which do you prefer? That was Chimarine, right? And husband in the future, maybe. Hope to see you in the morning. Just like I say, if it's midnight there, that's 15 hours behind me. So if I start at 8 a.m., 8 would bring it back to midnight, and then another 7 hours back would bring it to bad at math. What's 24 minus 7? 4, 3, 17, 5 p.m. Where you are? 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. That sounds right. Anyway. Yeah. We've all got lots of names too. So, anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you have a good night. Get some sleep. And yeah, take it easy. Flutter butter butt. That's a good one.